think the day's been absolutely excellent. The speakers have been fantastic and we've had a really good turnout.
Oh, very informative. There were some really good speakers on today and they certainly knew what they were talking about.
ARC is a wholesale data centre operator. We have a number of core things that Mark's touched on earlier. But really a big chunk of what we do have, and it's not here at the bottom for any particular reason, sustainability is key. From early days in our evolution, we looked at how do we minimise the carbon footprint that we leave on the planet when we finish running our data centres, and at the same time, how do we make sure that the data centre is always available.
I elected to come and speak to you today really because it's an opportunity to talk to a new group of people. It's an industry that we don't normally get to speak in.
We run and operate our own DCs in the UK, so it's really good just to understand exactly what metrics and where the industry is going, so it was really, really worthwhile.
The reason we build data centres, the reason we spend 10, 20, 30 million dollars, pounds, euros or whatever, is it's all about service continuity, it's all about IT service availability. And let's never forget that. So when we're talking about energy efficiency and when we're talking about sustainability, let's not forget the fact that what we're actually trying to achieve in a data centre is this service availability. That's really important.
Because this gives a good overview of several different topics where you maybe didn't really take care of before. So you can see different parts in, for example, I'm from cooling and I was not really aware of KPIs that didn't respond to cooling, and so I could learn today about parts which I'm normally not in contact with.
We definitely need EC fans. In fact, you can virtually say, I don't even really think why we're bothering to talk about it anymore. It's so obvious. Our data centres are endemically partially loaded. So before you know where you are, you don't want to have, well, you can imagine, go back, have fixed speed fans. I mean, think about it, just have fixed speed fans, supply and return, at least they're going the same speed. What will the fans in the servers do? Probably half will be overblown, half will be underblown.
We use a huge amount of EBM fans in our designs from a new product point of view, but also from a retrofit point of view. But it's really good to see how the rest of the industry are using the EC fan technology to help optimise data centres.
But particularly for me, how it works, airflow, and I think that's one of the key topics to mention, the airflow, and our key message I think was got across, which was mirrored by a few of the other people in the room, and there's been quite some good questions asked over the drinks afterwards, which has been really, really good. Cooling utilisation generally across the estates on average was 34%. So the cooling that is live and running in a site, it's only running 34% of that is actually being used at any one time. High level of redundancy, a high level of capacity. So what's interesting about that is to say that there's a thermal problem in site, there is a risk that mostly is unidentified with a lot of customers down to that level. However, the traditional install more cooling isn't the solution because what's there is actually not utilised correctly.
Well, we wanted to bring in industry experts, particularly from the energy efficiency and cooling sector, but also some of our key partners and customers who are involved in developing products that go into this market.
Well, the point is Stolz and EBM do really have a very long relationship since they started to introduce the EC fans in the data center business. And so I was quite happy about the invitation we got from EBM, and for me it was quite clear to come over and see how EBM is working in Stolz UK. Cooling is consuming 30 to 40% of the electrical power consumption in a data center. So here's the answer why saving energy in data center cooling is quite important. And as I'm product manager for chillers, I choose the chilled water system. And if we have a closer look on this, we see for sure the compressor is the main consumer in the system. But with 38%, the fans are very, very, very close. And if this is an EBM seminar, I thought, okay, maybe let's focus on the fans today.
But it's really good for everyone to get together from a networking point of view, but also to share knowledge. As I say, there's a lot of poor best practice in our industry. There's a lot of people with legacy data centres that have had assets sweated for a long time. So for us to take the knowledge from yourselves and also from other people to impart that onto clients and end users and show them they're not alone with their problems and there are solutions to them.
If I was to ask you, what set points are important to raise? Is it that of the chilled water or is it that of the air? because I actually have seen people do this. They just raise, it's the IT equipment temperature, we just go raise those and we'll save energy automatically. It is through water, absolutely, because that's actually where the cooling is occurring. That's the bit where you're going to save your money by raising set points. But I see it many times, just raise set points, but they leave the chiller operating at 6 degrees. Hello? That's not going to do anything.
I think the main take-up for me would be that you've got to take a holistic view of the data center when designing cooling systems, and really not just look at just the design temperature, but actually the overall, what the actual data center is doing.
It's like taking time out to reflect on what's going on. That you don't actually get that too often in business. You're always running around doing things. Sometimes just stop a minute, have a think. How was today?
Really, really good event, well organised, really nice facility. So yeah, it all went well from a delegate's point of view.